Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, it's another day here in North Carolina. It's a little overcast, hit or miss rain showers all week. Supposed to have been a complete washout, but they change it from hour to hour. They really don't know what it's doing, I don't guess. But anyway, we're in the shop today. You've seen all the episodes that I've had and the ordeals with the bees and the breakdowns and everything. So like I said before, you know, we're going to try to get started on some projects. Haven't got a chance to do anything with the bees yet at night, so we're just kind of leaving those down and working down the bottoms when my buddy's here with me. So I did get the hydraulic lines made for the loader. Might show you those here in a little bit, but try to get started on Grandpa's truck here today. Get the front wheels off maybe and tearing the brakes, see what's going on, and probably just leave it in real time, see how you guys think about it, and I'll explain, you know, talk and work kind of deal. You might like it, might not, but let's get started. Okay, well, I apologize for sweating so much on camera. It's still humid as all get out here. It doesn't take much for me to start sweating. So finally got the hub off, or the drum off rather. Looks like to me that somebody's been in here. The brake shoes are about new, and I'll show you in a minute. It looks like the wheel cylinders are newer too, so giving her a little bath with some brake clean here. I'm not sure how I'll handle this. They got a little groove in them. I'll show you in a minute. I don't know if somebody just didn't turn the brake drum right or what, but everything looks pretty good, so definitely somebody's been in here. Springs and hardware and everything look good, but the camera's not gonna be able to see it, but it's got a groove, a ridge in here, and I don't know, it's like somebody machined it, but they didn't machine the whole thing. I don't know. I need to see if there's some kind of difference in width of pads. Okay, well, let's go around the other side and get it off and see if we can come up with anything there. Okay, well, if you can hear me over the fans, went ahead and pulled the basically, I guess you would consider it the hub off. Reason being, the wheel bearing sounded a little loud and looked like there was some grease back here, maybe the grease seal. I'm sure it's original, so you know, if I pack the wheel bearings, it's probably just going to come back out. So I didn't do a disassembly on this side. I might on the other side. You just got several of those I don't know what you would consider 4-slotted nuts. I guess you got one and a spacer between it, and they're just tapered roller bearings. I'm gonna see if I can get them out and get them cleaned up so that I'll know what kind of bearings and races I need for each side. Go ahead and change the wheel bearings while I'm doing it, and oil seals, grease seals rather. And like I said, the brakes look pretty good. I don't know, I mean, the pads are really good. I don't know if you can see that groove in it right there on the edge. So the drum, while I'm doing this, the drum, it looks like somebody cut it. It's like they cut it back, but not all the way on the inside. So like not enough for the brake shoes. So around my area, it's getting really hard to find somebody to turn drums. I may just check and see what you know, new ones would cost. If it's an arm and a leg, we'll figure out something. But let me see if I can get these bearings and races ready to come out, and I might bring you along for a little bit of that. Okay, we're going to use a little unconventional method here. I do not suggest this at home. I'm not a professional. I don't claim to know what I'm doing. Work in the dirt and the nastiness and everything else, but we're going to try to use the inner wheel bearing to get the grease seal out as gingerly as possible. I didn't see numbers on the top of it. And then we're going to try to get the races out. Sometimes you can do this and sometimes you can't. That was a success. See how bad we tore up the seal. Not too bad. It's junk. That rubber's dry rotted, so I'm glad we're doing that. Springs out of it. I'll see if I can get a number off of that. The inner wheel bearing, it's got numbers on it. Now, okay, I'm gonna try to get the races out. I've already got the back one out. They're a little tougher than the front one. You gotta be careful not to scar it up too awful bad. If you get in there where the race goes, you can always just take a little piece of emery cloth or a small file and hit the spots. Usually I got a big piece of aluminum that's got a point on it that I usually use, that or brass. Don't have it with me, but done this hundreds of times, so never had really any major issues. I'm sure somebody's gonna roast me in the comments, but you know, it is what it is. There it is. Bearing race out. Didn't nick that one up at all. We're in good shape. Okay, real quick, I'll show you this. The camera will pick it up. Get in the light here. You can see how bad that race is. See the pits there. It's pretty pitted up and rusty. I think what somebody did probably is change the inner wheel bearing at some time. This is a Timken bearing, and this is a Bauer race. I mean, they can give you two different ones, but it's unlikely. And that's got quite a bit of play in it. Got the hydraulic lines made for the track loader, so we're gonna see what we can do about getting some parts here. I'm glad I went ahead and pulled that apart and checked that. Okay, everybody, we're gonna call this part one of Grandpa's truck. Showed you a little bit about the bearings and what the ideas are on the front end. We got to round up some parts. Once I get all the front end parts wrapped up, I'll get that on a video, the second video, and then we've got to move the two cab mounts here that are different. I said links the other day in the video, meaning from the front at the firewall to the one at the back of the cab. Due to this being a Suburban, they're different because that's all one body versus the cabin bed. So we got to move it up, move it back 4 inches, I think, and I've got to use the ones off Grandpa's truck because these stick off the frame too much. But get those cut off of this for sure, and then we'll go ahead and get the gooseneck hitch fabricated and welded in. Then I'll roll this unit outside. We'll start tearing the body panels off of Grandpa's truck, get two frames sitting side by side, pull some measurements, you know, get everything lined up, get the cab mounts back on it, and get the hole measured up for the bed, and hopefully be able to get the bed on it then, and then we'll just work our way forward. And I've got to cut out the hump plate in the floorboard of the truck due to the fact I'm going with a 4-speed. You could either get a 4-speed, had the high hump, 4-wheel drive, or a big block truck, and this was a small block truck. So anyway, long story short, we'll continue on. I'm not sure if these will be consecutive videos or, you know, if there'll be other stuff in between. I've got to get the other service truck around here and get the bearings and stuff in the motor on it. I need that back on the road as soon as possible. I got to do a little bit of work on my mom and dad's vehicle, kind of waiting until I get that finished up before I really tie up the shop. So this is something simple here. We've all done it. You know, probably most of you can do it with your eyes closed. It's been many years since I've messed with, you know, drum brakes on stuff, 4-wheel drive, but, you know, we're doing the best we can. Like I said, I'm not a professional at it, and I don't claim to be, and, you know, I'm sure there's better ways of doing everything, but this is the way I'm doing it here at the farm today. So thank you all for watching. If you're still here, I really appreciate that. You know, you guys let me know in the comments. You know, it doesn't hurt input. I love it. You know, if you want to see more of this, you want to see less of it, and we just turn the camera on high speed, whatever, you know, we'll do it however you want to do it. It's kind of weird just being here filming myself working on something, you know, vehicle related, being on the farm, but we're gonna get there. I can't wait to see this old truck back down in the fields and take my mom for a ride, and I know my grandpa's always gonna be riding with me. So really appreciate you guys watching. Please consider subscribing if you hadn't already. You know, hit the thumbs up button if you like what you see. Thumbs down, I understand it's not for everybody. Share the videos, get them out there. Might be somebody else interested in a little bit of this. You know, I think we're gonna come out smelling like a rose here of Grandpa's truck back on the farm, and it's gonna be 4-wheel drive. Until next time, thank you.